and they're all dead. The lines cut off inside my head. I left here like a broken man with no idea of where I stand. Oh, my mind clear. Oh, I shed all of my tears. Oh, now baby, I was just waiting here while you moved on. Security, this newfound freedom you kept from me. The sound of all your loaded guns. This outbreak war has just begun. The sound of all your loaded guns. This broken man has already won. Oh, my mind clear. Oh, I shed all of my tears. Oh, now baby, I was just waiting here while you moved on.
This is the Evan Ginzburg Show at VillageConnectionRadio.com. You were listening to Fresh Squeezed Lemonade, owner and engineer Jim Savali's favorite song. And we have on the show today an eclectic mix as always. We have media expert Erica A. We have legendary wrestler Mil Muertes and White Angel, and they have a new comic book coming out together. That's going to be something very special. We have my buddy Roger Ortega, a tremendous independent artist. And right now, standing here ready to perform live in studio, Edson Sean.
Yes, thank you, Evan. Thank you, Evan. So this song is called New Start. It's one of the singles that I have. It's about budding love. How many ways do I tell you? The apple of my eye you are. There's no bridge I'm trying to sell you. I just want to pat you up and heal your scars. And I don't need my Band-Aid. See, all I want is solo time. One-on-one, me and you get to know who you want. Give you me over chips and Corona lime. And a little live music, 'cause that's what you're into. More bass line could combine with the rhythm in your spine. We could make instrumentals, yeah. Horizontal like guitar strings. The vibration make the heart sing. All I need is for you to make time, pencil me in, and maybe we can start things. I like you, you like me, a good thing. This might be, I'll treat you so special. I like to undress you, oh. The way you look, it make me say, oh. All night I make you say, oh. This could be the start of something. The start of something good. You got a baby father, you hoping that karma hits. You karma but the drama's making you call it quits. And when I call, it's usually the voicemail. Last time I got a response, the voice was male. I hung up, I guess the clock fell, the timing was off. The stress got you locked and you're defining the sauce. As your ex-man made your belly expand. Now he's giving you the center finger of his text hand. And me as the next man, all I do is listen. Coming off the bench, yeah, I'm playing my position so focused. Give me the shot and I'll stroke this. Good form, show you that a man's more than penis and good porn. Show you that you're more than a conquest. No con, no chest, no contest. You the crown jewel in my 24 karat headpiece. And yo, to find better, I'm hard pressed. Hey, I like you, you like me, a good thing. This might be, I'll treat you so special. I like to undress you, oh. The way you look, it make me say, oh. All night I make you say, oh. This could be the start of something. Start of something good. You got your firewall up, trying to keep your network secure. Your neck hurts and sore, but when you stick it out, it get chopped off. You trying to be vulnerable and they want to get rocks off. See, they all about a donut middle, and their goal is to blow nuts, but your butt's fickle, so they lie about they slow run. Cash flow slowed up, apparently they balls and they bank need to grow up. See, while they swag is Toys R Us, me, I'm E-class status, them boys are bust bound. Nothing to offer but a Mickey D's coupon. I'm serving up a 7-course meal, soup's on, I'm upper echelon, grade poop on. They French is on the bench at UConn, and I'm a starter, baby, top draft pick, and you being out of my league, that's elastic. I like you, you like me, a good thing. This might be, I'll treat you so special. I like to undress you, oh. The way you look, it make me say, oh. All night I make you say, oh. This could be the start of something. Start of something good.
Yeah. Right.
Thank you.
That was really good.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
That was great.
We gonna switch. So, I'm from Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn.
I'm from Brooklyn.
I know.
East Flatbush.
So I made. Hey, East
Yeah.
Flatbush. I'm at right now. So that's why I made that. Yeah.
45 Lennox Road. Back in the
Okay.
day.
I'm on
Nice.
39th between J and K.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Neighborhood. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah. So that's why I definitely made sure I brought this next record that I have. And it's an ode to Brooklyn. It's called BK All Day. Yes. Shout out to East Flatbush, Crown Heights. No matter where you're from, go Brooklyn. Yes, go Brooklyn. Yeah. I'm from Brownsville. I'm from East New York. I'm from Flatbush. Say I'm BK all day. I'm from the county where the Kings don't play. Heads crack for Bay and PJ hallways. No matter where we in the house all day. Where Brooklyn at, so we don't play no games. We talk after, cause acts is faster. Then bounce to the crib and rolling much faster. Blow it out, breathe it in. Taste that spinach with a Heineken. Been around the world and I ain't never seen a place like BKNYY. We get it in on the regular, so non-secular. The Brooklyn way's true religion. The Brooklyn way to rock them true religions. Past the waistline, close fit, shot to precision. Hustlers without a pot to piss and grind hard. Keep your mind on your mission. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Fort Greene. I'm from Canarsie too. I'm from Crown Heights. Say I'm BK all day. I'm from the borough where the Dodgers played, and now and then you gotta dodge a stray. Labor Day hit the Parkway. Brooklyn, stand up and scream loud if you feel me. We make a meal out of $1.25, 2 honey buns and a red quarter water. That's how it is where I live. Keep it moving, keep it positive. It's Brooklyn in the house without a doubt. We the borough with clout, everybody up about. We the thorough with shouts, you don't know, check it out. And our MC mic management is impeccable. We notorious for doing it big. Smash and mash out posse, saluting the pigs. Hold your breath, most step, play a stay in your lane. Brooklyn pimp the game, feel the wrath of the cane. I spit Brooklyn. I'm from Bed-Stuy. I'm from the 90s zoo. I'm from Red Hook. Say I'm BK all day. See, no matter where we gon' shine. Rep your hood cause I'ma rep mine. It's all good when you cross the line and find out what we mean by that Brooklyn swagger. Clock like Seiko, make them pesos. You better go and lay low when they say so. When out of towners wanna down us, I say BK all day. From the plaza, the Pink House projects, where they boost and bootleg the turnover of profit. The righteous street prophets still digging your pockets, cause missionary work don't pay like the black market. Flatbush Church Ave, Marcy, No Spin, Bed-Stuy, summertime, corner store posting. Worship of Crown Heights, rhyme in the 90s. Wherever I roam, see Brooklyn's my home, I'm so Brooklyn. I'm from Park Slope. I'm from Bushwick too. Starry City. Say I'm BK all day. I'm from Greenpoint, Coney Island too. I chill downtown, downtown. Say I'm BK all day. BK all day. BK all day. BK all day. Shout out to Brooklyn, BK all day. I know I left out Williamsburg, Sunset Park. Man, so every time I do it, I try to add some other ones in there. With that. Thank you.
Wow.
We're gonna go to the videos now?
Yeah.
Tell us what we're gonna see.
Well, the first one I did an acoustic version of it. It's called New Start. So this video is the visual for that. It's like, especially now that it's springtime, summertime-ish. I'm really pushing this one now because it's about budding love and using the summertime.
And after the videos, we're going to interview Edson and Roger Ortega as well. Wonderful. And later in the show, we're going to have a pro wrestling segment. So look for 350 Days with Bret Hart and Superstar Billy Graham, July 12th, nationwide. Yours truly, the associate producer. I was the associate producer on The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke as well.
Wow,
so check that out. And we'll be talking wrestling later. But right now, we have the music of Edson Sean in his video.
Yeah. How many ways do I tell you The apple of my eye, you are. There's no bridge I'm trying to sell you. I just wanna patch you up and heal your scars. And I don't need my Band-Aid. See, all I want is solo time. One-on-one, me and you get to know who you want. Give you me over chips and Corona lime. And a little live music, cause that's what you're into. My bass line could combine with the rhythm in your spine. We can make instrumentals, yeah. Horizontal like guitar strings. The vibration make the heart sing. All I need is for you to make time, pencil me in, and maybe we can start things. Yeah, I like you, you like me, a good thing. This might be, I treat you so special. I like to undress you, oh. The way you look, it make me say, oh. All night I make you say, oh. Yeah, this could be the start of something. Start of something good. See, you got a baby father, you hoping that karma hits. Your karma shit, but the drama's making you call it quits. And when I call, it's usually the voicemail. Last time I got a response, the voice was male. I hung up, I guess the clock fell, the timing was off. The stress got you locked and you're defining the source. As your ex-man made your belly expand. Now he's giving you the center finger of his text hand. And as the next man, all I do is listen. Coming off the bench, yeah, I'm playing my position, so focused. Give me the shot and I'll stroke this. Good form, show you that a man's more than penis and hood porn. Show you that you're more than a conquest. No con, no jest, no contest. You the crown jewel in my 24-karat headpiece. And y'all define better, I'm hard pressed. Ay, I like you, you like me, a good thing. This might be, I treat you so special. I like to undress you, oh. The way you look, it make me say, oh. All night I make you say, oh. This could be the start of something. You got your firewall up, trying to keep your network secure. Your neck hurts and sore, cause when you stick it out, they get chopped off. You trying to be vulnerable and they wanna get rocks off. See, they all about a donut middle, and their goal is to blow nuts, but your butt's fickle. So they lie about their slow rut, cash flow slowed up. Apparently they balls and they bank need to grow up. See why they swag is Toys R Us. Me, I'm E-class status, them boys are bust bound. Nothing to offer but a Mickey D's coupon. I'm serving up a 7-course meal, soup's on. I'm upper echelon, great poop on. They Frenchies on the bench at UConn. And I'm a starter, baby, top draft picking. You being out of my league, that's elastic. Yeah. I like you, you like me, a good thing. This might be, I treat you so special. I like to undress you, oh. The way you look, it make me say, oh. All night I make you say, oh. Yeah. This could be the start of something. I like you, you like me, a good thing. This might be, I treat you so special. I like to undress you, oh. The way you look, it make me say, oh. All night I make you say, oh. This could be the start of something. Start of something good.
It's the Evan Ginzburg Show at villageconnectionradio.com. Jim Savali at the helm, and I'm joined by my buddy Roger Ortega, sitting next to Edson Sean, and that was a beautiful set there.
Oh, thank you.
And you know, what was going through my head was I've been to many hip-hop shows, and many times the bar is set low. You have a kid on stage, he's grabbing his balls, throw your hands in the air like you just don't care.
Right,
You know,
right.
Never there's anything wrong with those that either.
Yeah.
No.
And you know, you're playing a beautiful guitar. You have a tremendous voice.
Thank you.
You know, you're a full performer.
Yeah.
And I was very impressed by that. And
Oh,
I'm
thank
jaded, believe me.
Listen, I appreciate
Yeah.
it. I definitely appreciate it.
I have seen the best of the best over the years. James Brown, Al Green, Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
You know, going back 40 years, I've seen the greatest performers on planet Earth. So
Yeah.
when I'm impressed by somebody, you know,
Oh, wow.
that was really really special. You know, you put it all together. Not everybody could do that.
Oh man.
Roger can do that.
Oh,
I've
bro,
seen
that's why
Roger
we
live.
work together.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. We have a great relationship. Great
A
relationship.
few years back, I saw Roger with Lawrence Worrell, Lore, and that was one of the best shows I saw the entire year. But before we go any further with this Love Fest, we have Edson's Dreams on video. We're going to play that.
I'm out for I'm out for I used to sit back and daydream, frontin' like a millionaire with play cream. Monopoly ducats, Martin Luther, thoughts of Mufasa. Now I got a money team, clean new roster. I got a few bammers, few rosters, news camera to watch the progression, showing up imposters. Trying to find the source of my talent, all in my pasta. Chocolate boy, I'm the new chief rocker. You can't hang, got a full meat locker. Beat doctor, heat dropper, with the effects of a Molly and cheap vodka. Even if I got a cough, it's Molotov. Even when I stutter, opposite of soft, but a soft leather voice, lust for me. A short bus flow, but trust me, when it come to the balls, you must discuss me. Cause when it come to the balls, some disgust me. Yeah, but this is just me. You know why? Cause I'm out for presidents to represent me. Yeah, I'm out for presidents to represent me. Yeah, I'm out for presidents to represent me. Yeah, I'm out for damn presidents to represent me. I'm out for presidents to represent me. Yeah, I'm out for presidents to represent me. Yeah, I'm out for presidents to represent me. Yeah, I'm out for damn presidents to represent me. Me.
We are back, and that was Dreams. And tell us a little about Dreams.
So, short backstory. My journey has been one of trying to, and a lot of independent musicians have this, where you're trying to figure out how to balance financing, you know, your dream and then paying bills and things like that. And what ends up happening is sometimes you don't put 100% into your art that you're passionate about. And so I was a teacher for 8 years, walked away from that, and then for about 5 years, I was working with New York City Transit. Now, working with New York City Transit, you know, what I find very often is sometimes people are like waiting for their pension. That's all they're doing. They're not really happy in that job. And so I started feeling that, and I started feeling my mood change. I'm like, you know what? I had a plan where I said in 5 years, I needed to save enough money so I can walk away and put 110% into my music.
Wow. I gotta say, just before while you're talking about that, I actually knew him during that time, and it was not the same guy. Like I would come to see him in the studio or whatever, and he was almost like dead inside. And I'm gonna mean, you know, I mean, it wasn't the same spark that you get from him. You know, he was, So.
I felt like it was really just like draining me because I was doing something I didn't want to do. It was an overnight shift. You're not getting enough sun. And, you know.
One of my best friends is a subway conductor. He tells me horror stories from here to tomorrow.
That'd be about a 2-hour show if I tell you something. You know, so. In this actual visual, I shot it in Brooklyn, and I was on the subway, and I had my MTA badge and pass, and I put the badge down on the bench, this train bench, and I walked away from it and walked on the train to symbolize me stepping away from that and stepping out on faith and pursuing my dream. I'm walking across the bridge, go to Manhattan on the Brooklyn Bridge, you know, and it was just me being introspective about that moment when I'm like, okay. It's either now or never. I need to pursue this thing 110% because I would hate to take that with me. Like I didn't put that best foot forward. So
See, I would study the Lawrence Worrell playbook. I mean, here's somebody that does corporate gigs.
Of course,
and
yeah.
He has all his music on MTV and
Yeah.
and everywhere imaginable.
Yeah.
Because it's the music business, and
Yeah.
some people don't grasp it's
absolutely,
a business.
yeah, absolutely.
And you guys have taken it to the next level. You guys are promoting a cruise. Tell
Yes.
us about that. That's interesting.
Well, the RO Experience Cruise, we were approached about doing this, almost, I want to say almost a year ago,
Yeah,
but I think
right,
at
yeah.
first we were like, we don't know, Finally, we got talked into it, and it was something that we wanted to do the way it was finally explained to us. It leaves March 3rd through March 10th from New York City. It'll stop in Florida. I want to say Cape Canaveral or something like that. And then 2 stops in the Bahamas.
Wow.
And so our fans will have access to, we'll have private events, we'll have parties, we have meet and greets, but we call them meet and drinks.
Yeah.
All the alcohol is included in the price. The gratuities are included. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Like we're excited about it. It's gonna be, we're gonna get so much FaceTime with our fans because it's a 7-day cruise. And we want everyone just to go, relax, have a good time, and everyone will have access to us. And it's going to be cool.
So you have beautiful people, beautiful music, beautiful places. I don't see what could go wrong short of a Titanic. That sounds great. It sounds great to me.
Well, I mean, I have my guesses as to which one of my robos is going to be thrown off the boat, but no, it's going to be a good time. We've got lots of things planned, so it's going to be fun.
And what takes an artist from being a pure artist to also being a promoter? That's a big jump.
Well, I think from the beginning, you've got to be promoting your brand from the beginning.
time.
Like I'm sure my people get sick of me sometimes, but I post a lot on social media. I mean, social media is a huge tool, as you can imagine. And I post a lot because not everybody sees everything. So if I post something this morning and I post it again tonight, well, some people in the morning may not have seen it, so they'll catch it again. I just found out, I got a message from one of my biggest fans a couple days ago that goes, "Oh my God, I didn't know you were doing a cruise."
Right.
I'm like, well,
I have a couple people who said that, and so it's like social media right now kind of leverages the playing field. It levels the playing field because when you don't have budgets and labels behind you, you have to be creative. And so outside of social media, one, like you said, it gives people a kind of a window into what we're doing. 2, we need to be also thinking outside the box. So what are other people not doing that we can possibly do? And so when this cruise opportunity was brought to us, we looked at it as that thing. It's kind of thinking outside of the box. And the people that do come on a cruise will get an even deeper glimpse into who we are. They get to know who we are outside of the music. Because even with social media, it's kind of like a bit of a block. Yeah,
they get glimpses of it.
Right. So now they get to actually find out who we are, how we are.
And they'll figure out that they really don't like us.
Right, right. They'll see us sober, drunk. They'll see all that. So then they decide whether they really like us or not.
Exactly.
Now, what's interesting, I'm a bit older than you guys, obviously. A lot of middle-aged and older folk, we love blues cruises.
Yeah.
We have tons of legendary blues musicians, and it's the same principle. You're with like-minded people that love music and just want to relax and get away, and it works. It works,
No, I mean, there's obviously a lot of music cruises going on, and I think that was what inspired them to come to us about our cruise. And because there's so many, again, I was like, I don't know, I don't know. Like, we'd never done one, but they talked us through it, and we had our own ideas, and this is gonna be fun. The ROExperienceCruise.com. Yes. But you'll go to our social media, you'll see it all over the place. So
go to the website and book a cabin.
Yeah, exactly.
So my next question would be, since you're going to have a lot of people appreciating everything you guys do, you should follow that up with a major concert. Go to a Carnegie Hall or an Apollo, and take it to the next level.
I actually did the Apollo once years ago, and it was funny. I was in my boy band, Slow Motion, and it was me. I'm Mexican, 2 black guys, and a white guy. And he actually used to help us a lot, like producer. We'd do stuff together or whatever. Yeah. But anyway, when we knew the setup. We knew that if they boo you, it's over.
Right.
And we had done shows like this before. We're all from Kansas, and there's a few shows like that, talent shows. And so we would always send out Dave, the white guy, first. Yeah. And as soon as they would see him and then me, they'd start booing before we even started singing. And then, so that happened at the Apollo. We got out there. We sent Dave out. I walked out a few seconds later, and the crowd's already booing. And then we sang "Just My Imagination" by the Temptations a cappella. And we were the only group that night to get a standing ovation, which was really, really cool. So then the group broke up that night on the way home with a fight that started at the World Trade Center and ended at 4 o'clock in the morning with us just saying, screw it.
Wow.
But we had been together like 10 years at that point, so it was time.
There you go. So speaking of being outside the box, Edson, you worked for Lincoln Center. You went overseas as a musical ambassador. Tell us about that.
That was actually, so timeline again. So I mentioned that I was a teacher for 8 years. That ended. Right after that ended, because I got excess from the school, I auditioned for the Rhythm Road that Jazz and Lincoln Center at the time was doing, and I went with a hip hop R&B quartet. So it's myself, and I was emceeing, singing, and playing guitar. Had another MC, we had a DJ, and then another soul singer. And we went and auditioned for it, and we got it. We went to about 6 countries in West Africa. We went to Mauritania, Togo, Ivory Coast was one of my favorite places, Democratic Republic of the Congo. But the beauty of that was it was literally an exchange. So I learned so much musically, rhythmically from being in that space, and they were asking us so many questions. Like, they was like, how can we get put on? Because, they assume you're coming from the States and you play music and you play music well, that you're already in. I'm like, I'm trying to figure that out too. Right. But the beauty of it is, like, you get to see and step outside of the musical box that we're in here, and you get to see how they experience and create music in other parts of the world. It was amazing. That was probably the best musical experience that I've had. One particular instance was, this was 2,000 kids, because we try to gear some of the things towards the youth, right? We had workshops and we had concerts, but there was one of about 2,000 kids. It was in like a lot where there was sand, and the stage was like 10 feet up. And so we, climbed up the stairs. We were performing the songs. It was about to rain. I don't remember what prompted us to do, but myself and actually Chris Green, was the director of the videos that you saw. He was in that group with me, and we jumped off the stage, and it was so much fun. So much fun.
The movie Soul Power, which is a tremendous music documentary, when Ali fought Foreman in Zaire, they had a major concert. Yeah. And you see the Fania All-Stars getting off the plane in Africa, in Zaire, and they're greeted like heroes. Yeah. Same with James Brown, Wilson Pickett, Isaac Hayes. They're greeted like heroes. Yeah. And it's a tremendous movie, and music always brings people together. Absolutely. I'll go to a concert and you'll see every race, creed, and color in the audience. There's no issues like on Facebook where everybody's murdering each other.
It's like it's the one language that everybody understands. Like, I can go to Japan and not speak Japanese, but I can communicate with a Japanese musician.
Speaking of which, my wife is a Korean classical pianist.
Oh, really?
I take her to see George Clinton. And at the beginning, it's kind of like a puppy, like a head is like this.
What's happening? Yeah.
And then suddenly, she's like this. By the end, she's with it. Music brings everybody together.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It certainly does.
And I think it's really needed because, again, I go back to the 60s and 70s, and I have not seen the racial turmoil as severe as it is at this point in time. Yeah. I mean, it's really, it's terrible.
Yeah, there's a lot of division in the country right now, but I mean, honestly, it's been there. I think I don't want to turn this to any kind of political, thing, but it's been there. Yeah. It's just surfaced. It's been allowed to surface, and so
many things. I was actually had a conversation with a friend of mine yesterday, and it's just this energies around is just kind of funky. Yeah. Not only racial tension, people that are just not well mentally and dealing with those things, or not dealing with them, or feeling like they don't have anybody to support them. So it's like positive energy for me, love. That's really, and I know it sounds kind of cliche, but that's really the only thing that saves and helps things. Love, And so us collaborating, that's love. The music that we give to people is love. Us giving back to our fans is love, and wanting to have that interaction. They say that one person can't change it, but if one becomes 2, becomes 20, becomes, that's how it starts.
And going off on a slight tangent, what do you think of the whole thing when they talk about culture bandits, cultural appropriation? I mean, if you go back to Stax Records, Booker T and the MGs was an interracial band. Yeah. the house band at Motown was also interracial,
Yeah.
and you know, to me, music, they're notes. They're notes.
Right.
I've seen black klezmer players. Klezmer is a European Jewish art form.
Yeah.
I've seen, you know, I mean, classical music. Anybody could play classical music.
Yeah.
Why do you always hear this? Bruno Mars. He's a culture
Listen,
bandit. I don't believe that.
That conversation's been going on. Bruno Mars, Eminem, Justin Timberlake,
Elvis.
Justin Bieber, Elvis.
It goes
so
back.
they've been,
Yeah.
you know, what happens is this, like you said, music is notes, right? But then if that's the argument, then that means Living Color, were they, you know, appropriating culture as well? Because that was a black rock group, you know? So it different music resonates.
There were black punk bands.
Of course. Listen,
yeah.
different music resonates with different people. I guess when it's not genuine, I can see that argument.
Yeah.
Bruno Mars is genuine. That argument always baffles me. I'm like, you can't get any more genuine than that. Like,
I mean, Bruno Mars. See, I'm so old. I know who he steals from. I go, that's Jackie Wilson. That's James Brown. I know. I know.
Right, but he never not gives them credit.
Exactly.
For it.
He honors them.
He not give them credit for it.
Exactly.
If you say like, you know, I can understand the argument and feel like, well, they're not giving the credit where he got it from. Then I can say, okay, well, he's appropriating a culture, but that's what anyone's doing that. Yeah. If you take something in an art form and you make it as if you created that,
right?
Then that's when it becomes a problem. Yeah. But if you pay homage, you know.
To me, the issue is the record company owners who rip off the artist.
There you go.
That's where it comes from.
Before I came in here today, I'll tell you guys a funny story. You'll appreciate this. I have a documentary on YouTube that we did years ago, and the producer who worked with me, he says, Evan, we just got a residual check for $2. I go, wow. I said, you keep it, man. You're working harder than me. Keep it. You know, I mean, you know, to me, the thievery is on the business side, not on the artist side.
I actually, you know, I'm friends with a group that was big in the 90s, and when we first met them, God, I want to say mid to late 90s, he had asked us, he said, you know, he goes, what's the smallest check you've ever cashed? And I was like, God, I don't know, maybe $2, $3 or whatever.
Exactly, yeah.
And he's like, because mine was for 7 cents.
Yeah.
I was
7
like,
cents.
did you cash it? He said, hell yeah, I cashed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and they got ripped off.
They spent 49 cents to mail the 7-cent check.
Yeah, exactly.
But the thing is too, is like it's always been, I feel like it's always been there, where the business of music and then you have the artists, and they are using this product, but it's a different type of product because you're creating that from inside for most parts, right? So then it was, you know, they weren't getting their royalties, or they were. Now it's like Spotify, Tidal Music. Like Taylor Swift had 46 million streams of a song and got $380,000. I'm not right now. Currently, I'm saying right now because I'm claiming it, but right now, currently, I'm not getting that many plays on Spotify. So imagine what my check would look like.
Yeah.
You know, so it's trying to find a way to balance that playing field. And I feel like, again, going outside the box and doing things like cruising. Like, but we want to try and make this an annual thing. So we started small, and we, you know, are planning to grow this thing. Yep. So, and that can be a stream of income for us, because that's what you have to do, especially as an independent artist, is be creative
and find these different streams.
Exactly. Yeah.
We were talking about my buddy Carlton J. Smith, who's basically an R&B ambassador. Yeah. He's from Harlem, but he's made his living in Shanghai and Turkey and literally around the world.
Yeah.
You know, playing high-end hotels and places like that, and it's tough, but he's made it work. You can make it work if you think outside the box. What I find insulting is America, ageism. You look at an older artist, and 9 out of 10 times it's like, oh, that's old. That's my parents' music. That's my grandparents' music. I just saw Charlie Wilson, 63 years old, basically sell out the Barclays. Come on, the guy's great. The guy's great.
Like, if you never looked at Charlie Wilson, you heard him, he sounds as good, if not better, than a lot of the R&B singers that are out right now.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie Wilson's voice is amazing.
His energy on stage is still crazy. I saw him in Vegas a couple years ago, and I mean, the guy put to shame almost everybody on that.
But you know what it is too with him?
He's a showman.
He is a showman.
And his story, though, he appreciates where he is right now.
Yeah, he went through a lot.
Yeah, he appreciates that. And so I feel like in a lot of commercial and pop music, that part that's missing for me is like a genuine passion or emotion. It's literally just sonics. That's what it sounds like to me. It's sonics, catchy writing, which is cool, but there's no passion or energy or emotion behind it. And so there's no real way to connect to some of the music.
Exactly. Getting back to the beginning of the interview, if I see a 16-year-old rapper being lauded as a genius, and I'm like, well, this guy can't sing, this guy can't play a guitar, you're the musical talent. Is there ageism at this point?
You know,
I think there is. There is. I mean, because I think you've just got to find your demographic. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be hard to sell to kids. Being our age, being an adult. You know what I mean? To sell to kids. So you find your demographic, and then your music. You try different things. You try to, like, we're doing this song that we wrote for the cruise called X Freakin' O, and it's really just about having fun. But it's one of those songs. I think when you hear it at first, you're like, what the hell did I just hear? Right. But the second, third time you hear it, you're like, dang, this is a really dope song. Like this is my favorite song, and you just want to party with it. And even like with I'm debuting a new single. I have a new single coming out in 2 weeks, June 22nd. Everywhere digital music is available.
Support indie music. Buy that, will you?
Come out, yes, get it. But I'm playing around with different sounds and stuff like that. You've got to try new things as a new artist and try to keep your music somewhat relevant. You can't be so much in a box, I don't think. Yeah. If you lock yourself in a box, if you lock yourself in a box, you're not going to engage with new fans, and they're not going to have a chance to pick up. There's some people that have heard this song. I went back home to shoot a video for my song Woo Yeah. June 22nd, available everywhere. Went back to Kansas.
June 22nd.
Yes, went back to Kansas to shoot a video for that, and people that may not have really loved my music before really love this song, but it's just because it's a little more geared towards something that they like, So you just try and not put yourself in a box so much that no one will give you a chance.
And what do you consider some career highlights, Roger?
Career highlights. Well, I guess from this year, every year I do RO's top 10, something like the best things that happened to me that year. And one of the best things that happened to me this year was being able to go to the Grammys. So we actually went to some of the parties before and everything, because it's like a whole Grammy week. But it was really cool to kind of be there and feel that energy. And I'd never wanted a Grammy before in my entire life, but sitting there and people getting up around me to get Grammys, I was like, holy crap, this is attainable,
And you were number 8 on iTunes, I believe?
Yeah. So the album The Lottery came out in 2016, which he helped produce some of the songs. And, we've worked together a long time. But that album came out, and I was honestly, like, the first album I put out, R&B Pop Writer, hit number 62 on iTunes. And I was just hoping to crack the top 200. I was like, I just don't let it be a fluke. Don't let it be a fluke. So when it came out, I was searching, and I was like looking around, 150, 175. I'm like, well, I guess maybe it's not going to chart this time, whatever. It is what it is. And I was like, well, let me just scroll up. And I'm like, well, surely I can't be in the top 50. And I'm scrolling and scrolling. By the time, when I first saw it, I was number 10. And I flipped out. I was screaming. I happened to be in Kansas. I was screaming, and my mom was like yelling at me from upstairs. She's like, what's wrong? I'm like, nothing's wrong. Everything's right. This is great. And then it climbed a couple days, over the next couple days, to number 8. But it probably could have gotten number 1 if some of y'all would have bought it.
That's right.
So
another pet peeve of mine. I just do this show for therapy, by the way. Another pet peeve is you have people that go, there's been no good music since back in the day, since the 70s, I'm like, that's ridiculous. I have brilliant indie artists on here every week, different genres. Support indie music, seek it out.
I think
tell your friends about it.
I think what happens with people is, and I really think that this contributes to the aging process, is you stop listening to new music and you stop growing with trends. You get locked in your one little bit of music that you like, and that's all you listen to. Before you know it, years have passed with great music that you're not aware of, and then all of a sudden you're super out of touch and you're old. You know what I mean? You stop moving and you stop listening to music. You stop learning things like this. You'll be out of touch, and you. I don't know that you'll necessarily look old, but you'll be old in the sense that younger people won't be able to relate to you.
You always lean towards the music of your youth. I'm a blues, jazz, R&B guy. But the other night I saw a group called Red Barat. Indian rhythms, world music, tremendous.
Yeah.
And I immediately went on Facebook and posted their videos. Check this band out. Independent musicians out of Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Tremendous. And heavy percussion, five guys and a woman on stage. It sounded like there were 20 people up there.
Yeah.
I mean, check them out and tell your friends and let your friends support, independent music.
Right.
Like Roger, like Edson. Plug anything you want to plug and set up your videos because we're going to play that next, Roger.
All right, so first off, the RO Experience Cruise. We're actually going to debut our song. We actually wrote a song for the cruise that once you make your final payment on the cruise, you're going to get the song. And it's going to be our cruise song. And, we're excited for you guys to hear this. I don't think we've even performed it together since we wrote it.
We haven't.
So this is going to be interesting. We don't know what's going to happen when we perform this song today.
We'll figure it out.
But you can go to the roexperiencecruise.com and book your cabin. Again, alcohol's included, taxes, gratuity, all that fun stuff. We spell experience a little bit different though. We spell it with a 3 in it. It's his
That's how Prince would have spelled it.
See,
basically.
I'll take it.
But so if you can't remember that, go to rogerortega.com and you'll find the link there, or edsonshawn.com as well. So go get your cabin for that. That leaves March 3rd through March 10th next year from New York to the Bahamas and back. So that's one. And then, of course, I want to plug the video that's coming out. I haven't released new music in 2 years, so I'm really excited to, put this out. It's called Woo Yeah. It'll be available everywhere on June 22nd. We have a video coming out shortly after that, and a lyric video that we're working on as well. So it's going to be fun. I can't wait. The videos that you're going to see now, though, George Michael was my favorite artist ever, and I did a George Michael tribute last year here in New York City. Well, there in New York City, and it was really awesome.
That was actually very good because the experience was backing him. The reason for the 3 in the experience in my band is there's 3 headliners. So the experience is kind of I call it a musical super friends, where everybody from the drummer to all the vocalists have their own projects that they're working on.
So it's almost like a review.
It's like a review.
Yeah.
So it's myself, Aaron Myers, another soulful singer, and then we have an MC, BD3. And so the 3 of us are the vocal headliners, and so that's where the 3 comes from.
It's like James Brown and the Famous Flames with Bobby Bird. There you go. There you go.
See, there's nothing new. You don't
That's
you don't
right.
reinvent the
Just
wheel.
recreate it.
Exactly. But you can find, any of my music on Spotify, Tidal Music, Apple Music. I will be coming out with some new singles, a couple of EPs, themed EPs I'm going to be dropping. But yeah, just look up Edson Shawn. Also, The Experience, EXPERI3NCE. Look for our music, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, all of those.
There you go.
So it's good stuff.
And after the videos, we're going to have a live performance. And you missed the birth of your mother and father. Don't miss this cruise, folks. There you go. All right.
To be bold and something special. That's all I wanted. Something special, something sacred in your eyes. For just one moment, to be bold and naked at your side. Sometimes I think that you never understand me. But something tells me together we'd be happy. Oh, that's all you wanted. Something special, someone sacred in your life. Just for one moment, to be warm and naked at my side. Sometimes I think that you never understand me.
Roger Ortega and Edson Sean live in studio.
Yes, yes.
All right, I see my hat was crooked enough. No.
Awesome, guys.
Yeah. Ladies, we would like to welcome you to the RO experience. So what we would like you to do is to get up out of your seats and make some noise.
I just wanna have fun.
Have fun.
Short legs, long legs, fat legs, strong legs, all day. I pray. Hex freaking know with a booty slap. Hex freaking know with a booty slap. Hex freaking know with a booty slap. Hex freaking know with a booty slap.
Listen, I just wanna see you naked. All natural with no makeup. No crop, no chop, no Photoshop. And the top come off, then the top come off. I just wanna see the real you. Flaws and all what the real do. Maybe I can see a tattoo. The one with the panda eating bamboo.
Got my cake up, then I rake up. If they wanna hate, let them lace up. No makeup, shine like Jacob. Fine wine, gotta get a taste of. Whole crew lit, call them Ursa Major. You're hurting them from New York to Asia. Can't move, razor, light it up, major laser. I just wanna have fun tonight. Gas in the air, then hit ignite. You ain't gotta do your body, cause I'll do your body.
Hex freaking know with a booty slap. Drop it low, make the booty clap. Hex freaking know with a booty slap. Drop it low, make the booty clap.
Girl, I'll take a stab and say you the baddest. One other chance, this ass is from Kansas. You know my stance, I make my advance and I take your booty, hold it for ransom. On top, heart stops the defibrillator. Back at the hotel, you yell creator. Whole world move when we consummate. Late night rock chalk, 14 straight.
She rep Chi-Town, me from Brooklyn. Backside of that was a must house looking. She had that Wakanda swag. Lupita Regal wanted a bag. Eager beaver, she the receiver. I had to slow down, no cheater. She wiped that tight facts, no cheater. Queen goddess, I follow the leader.
I just wanna have fun tonight.
Have fun.
Gas in the air, then hit ignite.
Light it up.
You ain't gotta do your body, cause I'll do your body.
X freaking know with a booty slap. Drop it low, make the booty clap. X freaking know with a booty slap. Drop it low, make the booty clap. Booty slap. Booty clap. Yeah. Booty slap. Make the booty clap. Yeah. Booty slap. Make the booty clap. Yeah. Booty slap. Make the booty clap. Yeah.
X freaking know with a booty slap.
Drop it low, make the booty clap. X freaking know with a booty slap. Drop it low, make the booty clap. Shawty, shawty, sit it down, yeah. Baby, baby, shawty, shawty, sit it down, yeah. Drive me crazy, shawty, shawty, sit it down, yeah. Baby, baby, shawty, shawty, sit it down, yeah. Drive me crazy.
I just wanna have fun.
Have fun.
Short legs,
long legs,
long legs,
fat legs,
strong legs, all day. I pray. X freaking know with a booty slap. 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 All right, I'm gonna slide on over here. I guess it doesn't really matter. That's good. This song is off of my album, The Lottery. Oh, yeah. Ooh, baby. Cry. I know you've been hurt, desperately seeking attention. I know he messed with your life and love. Now you're on your own. No, it ain't easy. Girl, can you see me? I'm here and I ain't going anywhere. I know you got pain inside you. Got lost, so let me find you. I know you wanna give up. I'll pick up the towel you have thrown. No, love ain't easy. Girl, can you feel me? I'm standing here, still standing here. And if you need me, you can cry on me. Baby, come cry on me. Yes, you can. Depend
Baby, come cry on baby, come cry on me. Put your faith in me and have a good cry. You remember the day he left you with tears in your eyes, dazed and confused. He let you believe his imperfection was you. No, life ain't easy. Girl, come and see me, so I can lift you up. You can begin to trust, and I can show you love. We've all made mistakes. We've all had heartbreaks. One spark is all it takes to ignite a lasting flame. No love ain't easy. Baby, can you hear me? So baby, come yeah. So put your faith in me, Cry on me. Depend on me. Baby, come cry on me. Cry on me. Put your faith in me and have a good cry. They say big girls don't cry, but I know better. Lay your head on my chest. Girl, we can cry together. See, you're all grown up now. He can't hurt you now. Just let it out. Just let it out. Just let it out. Just let it out. Cry on me. Baby, come cry on me. You can depend on me. Baby, come cry on me. Cry on me. Cry on me. Faith in me. Faith in me. Cry on me. Cry. Oh yeah. You know I'm right here for you, babe. I ain't going nowhere, baby. Whoa. Cry.
The hottest worker in the room. And Edson Sean. There you go.
One more. This is the new single. This is called Woo Yeah, featuring Trayvon Payne, who's not here. He's in Kansas, so I'm going to fill in a little bit for him. $36, $24, $36K, pushing that product all day like woo, yeah. They say you're shallow, but you're living in the deep end, making them ends now, whooping that bands now, woo, yeah. They slide in your DM, you must be exhausted. Keep doing you, girl, I love that you're bossing, yeah. She do it all. Make me say woo woo, yeah, woo, yeah. Every time that you're posting it, girl, you're breaking the internet. Woo, yeah, woo, yeah. Every time that you're posting it, girl, you're breaking the internet. Woo, yeah, woo, yeah. Woo, yeah. Girl, you got a body like nobody business, and I see you getting paid for your fitness. Like, woo, yeah. I could be a Jay, you could be Beyonce. Take a private jet to San Tropez. Like, woo, let's go. Let's go. Your selfie game, girl, is on another level. You know you turning me into a devil. Yeah, I got it bad. Make me say woo, 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 yeah. Oh, woo, yeah. Every time that you're posting it, girl, you're breaking the internet. Breaking the internet, girl. Woo, yeah. Oh, yeah. Woo, yeah. Every time that you're posting it, girl, you're breaking the internet. Oh. I'm trying to get in your mental. It could all be so simple. I step it up like elliptical. What it take to get you? Your ex still looking pitiful. He can't limit you. You look at me when he asks what has got into you. Enough with the games, enough with the lies and hurt. Enough with the pain, enough with the trying to work. I'm stuck with the lame you putting inside your work. Me and him ain't the same. She got all eyes on her. Your mouth like, your hair like, your clothes like, your booty like. Woo, yeah. Your eyes like, your thighs like, your shoes like, your body like. Woo, yeah. Girl, I like. Every time that you're posting it, girl, you're breaking the internet. Woo, yeah. Woo, yeah. Oh, baby. Every time that you're posting it, girl, you're breaking the internet. I like it. I really, really like it. Every time that you're posting it, girl, you're breaking the internet. I like it. Oh, I like it, girl. Every time that you're posting it, girl, you're breaking the internet. Your mouth like, your hair like, your clothes like, your booty like. Woo, yeah. Your eyes like, your thighs like, your shoes like, your body like. Woo, yeah. Woo, yeah. Break it down now. Here we go. I'm for it, adore it, baby. Yeah. Woo, yeah.
All right, Roger Ortega, Edson Sean.
Thank you.
A full hour here at Village Connection Radio. Thank you guys so much.
We had a great time, man.
Awesome.
Thank you for having us as always.
And what we could do now, if it's okay with Jim, why don't we play his video while we reset the furniture?
Part two
We
of
can
the
do
video.
that.
That's right.
Tell us what video it is.
This is actually a song called Worst Hangover. It's a remix from a song on the album, The Lottery. But the video is part 2 from Father Figures, so now you see what happens.
There you go.
All right.
The sequel.
Laid out, hurting. The whole room is spinning round. Why is the room spinning round? Don't know what happened. Gotta get up from the couch. Can't get up from the couch. What did I do? What did I say? Where did I go? What is today? Hey, wait. You were supposed to come over. It's coming back. You came by. We made love. We had a fight. And then we said goodbye. I can't think if it's truly over then. Can't sleep without your head on my shoulder. Never thought you'd quit. Such a perfect fit. We weren't even lit. Knowing I won't get to hold ya. It's gotta be the worst hangover. Heartache, nausea, heart's pounding like my head. Can't take back what we said. Worried, drunk in love. Did we have too much? Or was it not enough for us to keep up? What do I do? I can't believe that you would go. How can I breathe without you, baby? You held my life together. This isn't what I had in mind. Future plans, they fell behind. I'm stumbling over you. I can't think if it's truly over. Can't sleep without your head on my shoulder. Never thought you'd quit. Such a perfect fit. We weren't even lit.
Yeah.
And we're back.
All right, we are back. Evan Ginzburg with Erica A, media expert, and you have the Guinness Book of World Record for most TV watching of any human being.
I haven't tried to
like
enter it yet, but maybe I should.
23 and a half hours a day of TV watching. I'm
No, I do
exaggerating.
sleep about 3 hours a day.
3 hours. Okay, so that's like 21 hours of TV.
Okay.
What are you watching?
Well, right now, you know what I'm watching.
Westworld.
Yes, which you talked about, and then next thing I know, you're like, I'm behind, so I don't want to spoil anything for you. You want to ask any questions? You want to know how amazing it is? I do want to say it's
Give
very
us all the
interesting.
spoilers so we kill it for everybody. No, I'm
No,
kidding.
I will say
I'm
very
kidding.
interesting. Most people were like, do you think Sir Anthony Hopkins is really going to come back? And I'm like, he's sort of there, but I don't think he's going to be on camera. He got his head finally back.
Anthony Hopkins has had an interesting career, tremendous actor.
True.
But he's done a lot of garbage, and now he's doing something great in Westworld.
I was going to say now he's doing something very avant-garde, but sure, we'll call it great.
Yeah.
I mean, out of his element.
I mean, Anthony Hopkins was doing like bad horror movies, and this guy is a world-class actor. He didn't like turning down
you
too
got
many
to admit,
paychecks.
Westworld has a pretty interesting cast.
Oh yeah.
Plenty of people who you thought you were never going to see again. They had their moment of fame, and now they wander around naked half the time.
Even better. Evan Rachel Wood, right?
I think so. You're asking the wrong person to get the names right.
Yeah, she was in The Wrestler, I believe. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
And then, of course, I still say I don't understand how you don't watch Into the Badlands.
I just don't. There's so much content.
I mean, you're
There's so much
already
content.
on that channel with The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead and
I like
Talking
watching-
Dead and...
I like watching the 1 hour therapy session after The Walking Dead, where they bring out like the guy who just died in The Walking Dead, and they have to show the idiots in the audience, look, this actor really isn't dead. He wasn't eaten by a zombie. Here he is. He's on the couch with us.
Because, unfortunately, the world we live in, I don't think enough people can tell the difference between entertainment and reality.
Is that why Randy Unger has a Batmobile on his desk? Yeah.
Well, he ain't Batman, I am.
Oh, okay.
I'm Batman.
Randy Unger will not be on today, by the way.
No,
'cause,
he's ghostbusting, I believe.
That's right. That's right. I'll be on Randy Unger's show next week, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, we're promoting 350 Days.
Well, that's good.
With
I
Bret
know
Hart
you-
and Superstar Graham.
I know that's something you've wanted for a while.
5 years we've worked tirelessly on this, and now I'm very tired from working on it. So non-stop. I did 3 interviews yesterday in one day, and
For 3 different networks, you
3
said?
different, yeah. And
Or
it's,
streaming providers.
wrestling media for the
Okay,
most part.
because
yeah.
I think there isn't enough difference. I mean, I was looking at a site and I found it amazing that now HBO is considered a streaming service, not a premium channel.
I have no idea.
Well, okay.
I mean, I know
And
Netflix
it's
is
like-
streaming, right?
Yes.
And Amazon Prime is streaming.
Yes.
So why is HBO streaming?
Because
it's
it has
network.
HBO Go.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fair
Those
enough.
Stars has its own streaming service too, and I believe even some of the cable channels, which no one notices.
See, I keep going back to the same thing.
I mean, it's an amazing. It's going to be an amazing book. I think it's going to be our best book by far, as far as story and artwork. You know, the artwork is approved by him as well, so we keep him in the loop with everything, and he seems to be enjoying the read. So let's hope maybe this might not be his only appearance.
There you go. And what kind of market is it for wrestling and lucha related comics? Is there a sizable market?
Well, the thing is, it's about bringing lucha more into the mainstream. So the thing with Superboot Go that separates it from all the other luchador-based comic books is not, we don't only just concentrate on the luchador aspect. The characters are based on the main character is the Silver Angel. He's the mentor. He's the luchador, and Saber is the luchador as well. That's his nephew. So we kind of integrating not only just lucha libre, we're integrating martial arts, we're integrating rock and roll, and each book has kind of a moral to the story. Like this new book with Muertes in it is going to concentrate on the fact of teamwork and how important it is to be part of a team and to kind of really respect your friends and help them out when they need it.
There you go. I'm an old comic book fan going back to when I was a kid. Jack Kirby, Jim Steranko, Neil Adams.
Of course, all the greats,
Steve
man.
Ditko. Yeah, Steve Ditko, etc. So on. And, like many people, after college, I kind of got away from comics. And I would read, graphic novels more so. And not always superhero related. American Splendor, for example, and
right.
Will Eisner did a lot of beautiful comics about.
Oh, he's amazing. Yeah, he's amazing.
Will Eisner did The Spirit, but also a lot of New York-based comics about growing up in the slums, the tenements, and true stories based on real life experiences that people had. And do you find that comic book readers today, does the audience skew younger, or are there older guys, middle-aged guys who still?
Oh well, it's amazing now with the comics actually got like a resurgence with all the movies that have been released. With Disney taking over Marvel and Warner Brothers having DC. I mean, the highest grossing movies now are comic book movies, which is pretty amazing. So that definitely helps sales. And I think the cool thing with what we're trying to do, like Supergroup Go, is the comic book is a platform in hopes for it to become a live action television series. So I wanted to build the audience that way. So when the live action TV series actually comes to fruition, that it already has its base. So I think that now, more than ever, you have even more female comic book readers, probably now more than in God knows how many years.
Interesting. And I guess Wonder Woman and female superheroes have helped that as well. In the Avengers, there's various female characters, superheroes, so that appeals to that demographic too, I would think.
Absolutely. Well, not just, Wonder Woman was a phenomenal movie.
Yeah.
So DC definitely, I think, knocked it out of the park with that one. So Captain Marvel is going to be pretty interesting to see if it lives up to it. But I think it's just also, they just have really, like, the storylines are really good. They obviously had to alter them a little bit when they put them on the big screen. But I think it's the storylines that clinch people. When you look at a movie like Guardians of the Galaxy, it really spoke to a big generation, like a mass appeal to everyone because of the storyline that it had. It was very touching, and even though it had its comedy, but the basis of the story was a very touching story at the end.
I just wish the last 20 minutes of every superhero movie wasn't the same, where everything's breaking, everybody's punching each other. They got to come up with something different.
If you see Infinity Wars, it doesn't turn out so happy in the ending of that one.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it yet. Sometimes it takes me years to catch up. It's almost overwhelming. They're constantly making these movies, so sometimes I'm a wee bit behind. But ultimately, I'll see it and enjoy it. And,
Yeah. Well, hopefully, I'll be calling you this time next year and saying, Evan, come down to the premiere of Supergroup Go.
yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. And speaking of premieres, July 12th at the legendary Hollywood Theater, the Hollywood Chinese Theater in L.A., 350 Days. We're going to have a big premiere there.
I know. I mean, the new stuff looks amazing. And just talking to you, I mean, the talking to you and a couple of other people on the project, this thing sounds phenomenal. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, appreciate it. We're going to announce a New York premiere soon also.
Yeah, hopefully, I would love to check out the New York premiere if I can sneak in there.
Yeah. All right. Well, Carlos, your voice is fading, so we're going to wrap this up.
All right, brother.
Yeah. So, plug whatever you want to plug real quick.
Yeah, so just look for Supergroup Go on Facebook and check out losespada.com. And if you go on Instagram, it's silverangel / super STG. That's all the information. And definitely check out what there's on Twitter. He's always updating his account, and he's always on there. He's actually very fan-friendly. He really likes to interact with fans.
And once again, we apologize to anybody that tuned in to see Mil Muertes. We're going to reschedule him in early September or so, Carlos is saying. So
yes, September we'll bring him on the show for sure.
That was out of our control, and we do apologize. And it was not false advertising or any of that. So things happen. It's live radio.
He apologizes. So I'll try to get him to videotape an apology later.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
I'm kidding. Kidding.
Tell him to plug our movie. That would be even better. That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
If we can get today handled at some point, I would definitely try to get him to do that.
That would be great. Thank you. Yeah, he doesn't have to apologize.
Absolutely.
Things happen, But
well, it's this industry, a lot of people don't understand the behind the scenes stuff. Some of the stuff gets a little kooky from time to time.
I was on the road with Jimmy Valiant, Johnny Valiant, etc. So on Lou Albano for forever, and believe me, I know. It's not easy.
Well, I think once people see 350 days, they'll start to get a better understanding of the craziness that goes on behind the
Jim Savali over here at Village Connection can tell you just after the past 2 weekends, dealing with wrestlers and promoters and wrestling fans. It's crazy. Anything you want to say, Jim, good, bad, or ugly, feel free.
Yeah, Jim Savali will stay in the radio business and stay out of the wrestling promoting business. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. It's a challenging business to put it mildly.
Absolutely, man. Anything with arts and entertainment gets a little nutty.
That's right. But Carlos, thank you for everything you've done, and we support your comics, and we support you. Carlos Los Espada.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Sorry again, man.
No problem. Thanks, Carlos. And that'll about do it for the Evan Ginzburg Show here at VillageConnectionRadio.com. And where else can you see great live music in studio, total improv, genre bending, great artists, and support independent everything, folks. That's our motto here. And Randy Unger is off today, and Jim's relieved because he could go home early. So nothing wrong with that either. So we'll catch you next week, and next week we're going to lean more towards the wrestling side of things as we head towards our premiere of 350 Days, and we're going to have a press conference right here Monday, June 25th from 5 to 7 p.m. promoting the film, and we'll have all kinds of media in-house and calling in, and members of the cast and crew, and it'll be exciting as well. So that'll about do it, folks, and don't forget to remember your dad next Sunday, because not all of them are here. So if he's here, appreciate him, because one day he won't be, and it's a different kind of Father's Day when he's not. So that'll about do it, folks. Thank you. Appreciate it.
keeps a loaded suitcase under her bed. She knows someday she'll need to run from here. She's got nowhere to go, but everything to wear. When life has left her empty, she's learned to fill her head and leave the pain behind for someone else. She never had it easy, never seemed